Kayden invites Margaret to go with him, his eyes filled with a mysterious intent. Without hesitation, Enoch steps in, putting himself between them to protect Margaret. Enoch looks absolutely furious, demanding that Kayden stop whatever he's planning. Enoch questions what Kayden is trying to do to Margaret this time, while she watches in shock. Ignoring Enoch's rage, Kayden grabs Margaret's hand and coldly tells Enoch to just go get some sleep. Internally, Margaret admits she never intended to follow Kayden and was just struggling to find a way to turn him down. She feels a wave of relief seeing Enoch intervene at just the right moment. Kayden seems confused, questioning why they suddenly need to move their dwelling. Margaret explains that their food supply is running low and this environment is no longer suitable for survival. While Kayden ponders, Margaret starts to harbor even more pressing suspicions. Margaret is frustrated. Kayden promised to leave once he healed, but now he's just making excuses to stay. In fact, a few days ago, Enoch kicked him out the moment his condition improved. But Kayden is persistent, literally camping outside the cave for 2 days straight, ignoring the threat of monsters. Margaret realizes that this guy is definitely no ordinary lunatic. When Kayden asks where she's going, Margaret coldly replies she's scouting the area, which basically means mountain climbing. She turns to leave. Kayden tries to follow, but a sudden sharp pain from his wound stops him in his tracks. She waves goodbye, mockingly suggesting that a patient like him should stay behind and rest comfortably. A breathtaking view of the vast and rugged island stretches out before Margaret's eyes. However, faced with such immensity, she can't help but feel discouraged, letting out a frustrated sigh. Margaret worries about how on earth she's supposed to find a cabin or a bunker in a place this massive. Exhausted from the trek, Margaret finally collapses for a short break, needing to catch her breath. She takes a long, refreshing drink from her improvised bamboo flask. "I feel a little more alive now," she exclaims, finding a brief moment of relief in the heat. But reality hits hard. If she can't find a bunker or a cabin soon, they're in serious trouble. She realizes that staying put isn't an option much longer. They might have to venture into even more dangerous territory. 3 long weeks have passed on this island, yet there's still no rescue signal and no way out. She notes that even Enoch's updates from Diego's group haven't offered any hope of escape. Despite the constant danger, she admits to herself that she's slowly adapting to this island life. She's grateful that even the overprotective Enoch trusts her enough to let her wander until the sun goes down. As the sky turns orange, she knows it's time to head back down before the monsters come out. Margaret hopes that if she's lucky, she might stumble upon a clue about the island's secrets on her way back. Suddenly, she spots something unusual and gasps, "Huh? What's this?" It's a red flare gun. She quickly notices there's something written on its side. The word Alea is engraved on it. Margaret wonders, Alea? What does that mean? She wonders if a weapon like this ever appeared in the original story, and she even finds a pouch of bullets. Margaret takes aim, skeptically questioning, but does this thing even work? She pulls the trigger repeatedly, but all she hears are empty clicks. It's broken, Margaret sighs, feeling completely let down by her discovery. She thought she finally had a breakthrough today. What a massive disappointment. Unexpectedly, the gun fires, sending a giant flare screaming into the sky and leaving her in total shock. The flare explodes into a brilliant light, illuminating the entire mountain and the dense forest below. Margaret stands there in disbelief, whispering to herself, It actually worked. But her relief instantly turns to terror. The sound of howling wolves echoes through the night. The signal has alerted every monster nearby. Realizing her fatal mistake, Margaret trembles in fear. "I'm screwed. Damn it," she cries out, as the predators close in.